Hello, I'm Bob from Bob's Workshop. In 2023, I bought a set of diesel locomotives from trains.com. It's an F3 set from Lionel, decorated in the New York Central's lightning stripe paint scheme. Online, they were listed at $103, but I had a discount code which brought the price down to $93, which isn't too bad. These are not perfect. They need a little work. In this episode, I'm going to try to make the dummy unit look better. So, here it is. I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it looks okay. Let me know what you think after watching the video. So, here it is.
These Lionel F3s are from trains.com. One is a powered unit, and I also have a dummy, which I believe were introduced around 1983. The shells I have are both numbered 8370. The dummy A unit should actually be 8372, and there was also a dummy B unit offered, which I don't have, and that should be number 8371. So what I have are shells for two powered units, and that's okay with me. If you're a collector of O-gauge trains, I think it's pretty much mandatory that you own Lionel F3s decorated in Santa Fe's war bonnet paint scheme, as well as a set of lightning stripe New York Central diesels. Mine are far from new, but they are undamaged and complete. Nearly all of the nicks and marks are confined to the dark gray paint just above the uppermost white stripe. So, I had an idea. Wet sanding is not a very glamorous part of any restoration or rejuvenation, but it is essential if you're blending nicked paint into the surrounding areas. I sped this up because it took longer than I thought to wet sand the shell, but the prep work now will really be worth it after the new color goes on. I removed a lot more of the old paint than I expected, but all of the sanding is confined to the area above the uppermost white stripe. Everything below is still pretty good, including the nose decal. Tamiya masking tape is what I use when I want very crisp lines between colors. It's fairly thin, and the adhesive is good at preventing paint from seeping underneath, while also still being gentle to the existing surface below. I debated about repainting the base and truck side frames for about 10 seconds. I want this to look as close to new as possible, so I'm taking it all apart and even removing this aftermarket soundboard as well. I think it may just be a horn, but I couldn't get it to work, so everything is going back to a stock configuration. This is my first F3, decorated for New York Central. It's one of just a handful of Lionel diesels that don't feature a black base or apron. Here, they're both dark gray instead. So, I think, since I'm respraying the shell's roof, I'll use the same color on the frame and the front apron. Hopefully, this will help hide the slight difference between the original dark gray and the somewhat lighter shade of dark gray that I'm respraying. I start off with the lightest of coats for two reasons. A very light dusting of spray paint helps to seal the edge between the shell and the tape. A heavier coat with a lot of paint usually leads to the new color seeping under the tape. The second reason for a light first coat is because I sanded down to the bare plastic in several spots. Sometimes Rust-Oleum can raise a weird texture on plastic if it goes on too heavily. A light first coat helps to prevent that. And now for the moment of truth. If you've noticed the glossiness of the new paint, that's because it's only been on for about 20 minutes. I found that if I remove the tape quickly after spraying, I end up with less of a raised edge. I just have to be really careful taking the tape off. is it better or worse? For me, that's almost a rhetorical question, because I've put so much time and effort into this train, and I'm the one who has to look at it. So for me, I definitely think it's better. But there are those who might argue that it's only original once, and that any alterations or restorations ruin authenticity and value. While there's some truth in that, I plan on keeping this for a long time, and I really like it. I enjoy the process of doing the work, and I'm also going to like looking at it on my shelf. If you liked looking at this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.